Hello, everybody. Welcome back, loves. Welcome to She Reads Tarot. My name is Catherine, and welcome to your collective love reading for Sagittarius. But before we get into this lovely reading, you guys, I want to please ask you guys to drop down and hit that like button for me. I'll give you just a few moments. Okay, hit that like button. And once you've done that, head on down to the comment section. And first of all, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It's going to help us reach our goal. Once we get to 100 subscribers, we'll go live and do a live watch party for you guys where we'll have some free giveaways. We will also announce our first winner for the 3-question reading, which I will be doing every month once we hit 100 subscribers. Okay, we already have some folks that have already put those yellow hearts in the comment section, and they have entered themselves into the drawing. The only thing is that you can do it every single time you see me upload a video. Just jump in the comments, put a yellow heart there, and I will enter you guys into the drawing, okay? Unlimited entries is unlimited chances to win, you guys. And the more entries, you guys, the more chances that you are going to be chosen. You get it? All right. What goes around comes around on this channel. So please go ahead and do that. Put a yellow heart for me in the comments after you subscribe and after you hit that like button. Okay. All of that is going to help with our channel growth, and that is what we need to focus on. And these readings are going to get better and better. In the meantime, I know that I've been giving so much of myself and not expecting a whole lot from you guys, but I really need your participation on those likes, and also hit that subscribe button. It's free. Okay, and also check out my other 2 channels. I already am doing a giveaway bi-weekly. My main channel, Queen Cancer Tarot, has experienced a lot of growth, and because of that, we have 2 giveaways going on right now every month. 3 actually, because we do a monthly giveaway, plus I do a bi-weekly free 3-question reading drawing. Okay, so everything I give away in the monthly giveaway is in the description box below. So please check that out. And then for the free reading, again, that's going to start once we get to 100 subscribers. We can't start the giveaways until I get a little bit more from you guys. So once the collective grows, then I feel like that's my time to come in and reward you guys. Okay. So I appreciate that. So please, you can help by sharing. If you're already subscribed, please share this video. Share the video. Share every video you see me upload. All it takes is one, you guys, and that helps me so much. It is going to help me grow, and I want you guys to spread like wildfire. Speaking of wildfire, Sagittarius, this reading is for you. So let's get started. I will say that I did already deal out the cards in a previous video, but the sound was a little bit garbled. So I had to scrap the reading, and now I'm redoing that, but I'm using all the same cards. Everything is out in the order in which it came. However, if you would like to see the garbled message so that you can at least see the cards come out, it's up to you. Let me know, and I will provide the link. Okay, because that's what I do. So I will make that link available. All right, I just have to clean it up a little bit. There was a lot of starting and stopping, which is probably the reason why the connection got a little blurred. So I'm getting that figured out, you guys. I am moving into my full-time studio that I didn't just purchase it a few months ago, and I've been in the process of getting things together, and I've had some plumbing things that I needed to get taken care of. I had to have some new plumbing go in, new fixtures go in, and also toilet in the bathroom. So I had to get brand new toilet. So the toilet that I had, I thought it was fine, but it wasn't. There was water coming out. So I was like on the side of it. So I'm like, okay, it was clean water, but still, it was like, there's water coming out. It's broken. Replace it. So, and then I noticed that the dishwasher in the kitchen area, because this is a full condo pretty much that I'm renovating into a live-in studio. Okay, so I'll have my recording area and then I'll have my living quarters, okay, in a separate area. So there is a full bathroom and kitchen. So the dishwasher also needed to be replaced. So there's that. And then there was like a couple of little dings that needed to be fixed. So, anyways, I'm having that done. Everything should be ready. Oh, and the AC. Okay, because I just got a new HVAC, but the AC portion hadn't been installed yet. That is taking place on hopefully today. So probably sometime next week, you guys, you should be seeing me once I get the internet and all of that good stuff switched over. I should be live and running in the studio. I am so excited. I'm so blessed. I'm so happy. I didn't want to really finish out this process until after the retrograde. So to be honest, I did kind of stall it out and take a pause. Okay. Because I needed to. I needed the rest and I am now ready. Okay. So anyway, blessings to you. Let's get going, Sag. Let's get it. I'm ready to do this reading. So I'm going to show you how the cards were dealt. We're going to start off with your overall energy. All right. And we're going to look at the oracle messages that I dealt first, and then we'll look at the tarot messages that I dealt to clarify, plus the cards underneath the deck, all that good stuff. Okay. So starting with the oracle. All right. So here is what we got. No strings. Too late. And this is your overall energy, Sag. Now take this how it resonates. This could be your energy, or this could be your person's energy as it is a love reading. So again, keep your mind open. This could be your energy or the person that you're dealing with. We have drinking, toxic lifestyle. And we have mirroring. Okay, for purposes of this reading, I'm reading it as though this is your energy. Okay, but however, it could be reversed. Underneath the deck here, we have feeling like ish. I had to cover it up, you guys, with the crystal because we can't have those words on YouTube here. Okay, so feeling like ish and karmic lessons. Okay, underneath the deck. And also under the deck, we have I miss you and rejected here. Okay, with side hustle and left you hanging. Side hustle and left you hanging. Okay, so right away, let me cover this back up here. Okay, so right away here, so Sag, this is giving me energy of somebody put the cart before the horse, and now they're feeling some type of way when I feel like the other person is not giving this person what they thought they were going to get, or when this other person doesn't comply. All right. So here's what I mean by this. Okay. With no strings attached here. And if you look at this card, you see two people who are like in their robes. It's morning time. You can see it's like early morning. Okay. The sunlight is bright outside this window, which is telling me it's the light and bright early morning of the day, and no strings attached. And this guy, the masculine in this card, is like explaining, and they're like holding their hands out, like kind of like almost like pushing like distance, like creating some sort of distance. And then you have this feminine energy. She's standing here with her arms folded and like her head is down, and she's looking away as though she's not trying to hear what this person is having to say, and not liking what this person is saying either, right? And I'm getting an energy that this person is explaining how they really didn't mean anything by what happened. It's not, they didn't want, there's not really any feelings here, right? I feel like this is the morning, right? I feel like there's an energy of the morning after two people have, you know, hooked up here, and now this person is in their feelings, and this person is saying, well, hey, I really didn't mean for there to be any strings attached this entire time. Like, I don't, you read into things, basically. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm getting here. Now, with too late here, this clock, this is giving me energy of, find time for you to say all of this. You know what I'm saying? Because now this person is in their feelings, or there could be an energy of it's kind of too late to talk about strings or talk about where we go from here when you've already kind of done the deed with this person. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's that energy of you put the cart before the horse, and now there's feelings involved, and someone is not matching the other person's energy. Okay. One person is very unhappy about this, right? And the other person is like, hold up, wait a minute. I never said that it was this anyways, right? So I feel like two people are kind of like have not laid the correct boundaries down, and now they're finding themselves in a bit of a conundrum, right? So the next two cards we have drinking, we have toxic lifestyle, right? Somebody who's just kind of like doing whatever, okay? And this is giving me that energy, kind of like, you just jumped in with this person, right? And now we're kind of backtracking, but you've already done all these toxic things. So it's kind of difficult to now try to go back and be like, well, it's not this. But at the same time, it's also kind of hard for this person to be like having some expectations when there were no clear lines that were drawn initially in the first place. So we have mirroring that comes out. This is interesting because this card right here is giving me an energy of two people that are like mirroring each other. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. I feel like the both of these two people have taken part in this toxic behavior. One person now wants to have feelings, but it's kind of too late to try to backtrack and have these like conversations about feelings and where we're going to go from here, right? When you've already done whatever it is that you've done. Okay. Now we've got feeling like ish, which makes sense underneath the deck, which makes sense with karmic lesson. It's like, you know what? Dang, I wish I had known, or I wish I had thought a little bit more before I did, because now I'm having to deal with the fact of either this person is feeling horrible, okay, because I'm not committing to them, or I'm feeling messed up because this person, I'm kind of really kind of digging this person. I'm kind of having feelings for this person, and it's kind of like too late to even go there because they're not even on that level, and it's like I should have talked to this person about this before, right? So that's interesting. So we have I miss you, and we've got rejected here, right? I miss you and rejected. So again, this is giving me an energy of, kind of Monday morning quarterback after the fact. This person is feeling like ish because this person is like up and on to the next. And they never considered this. And now I feel like somebody is in their feelings, right? Somebody is in their feelings. They never expected this. Okay. But they didn't draw the boundaries in the proper time, which is also why we have too late here. It's kind of too late to go back and do all of that. So moving on, the next thing we want to look at is going to be the recent lessons that you have learned. What lessons have you learned in the recent past? Okay. That have gotten you to the situation. But before we do that, let's go ahead and clarify with the tarot messages here. Hold on just one second. And let me respond to this message. One second. Sorry, guys, I'm having some work done over at the condo and I had to respond to a text. So I apologize for that. So let's go ahead now and go through the tarot messages now as they came. All right. So this is good here. So let's start here with no strings. Okay. So the first card we got here is the Strength card here. Leo energy, Sag. Leo's, this is fire energy here. All right, so this is falling in line here with someone who is, they've done the deed and now they're holding back, right? There's an energy of not wanting any strings attached. They're wanting to have this friends with benefits or this connection, like, and they want to just be able to move on and not have to look back right now because either they're busy, they're handling business, or whatever it is they're doing. They don't want to have these strings attached. But the thing is, it's kind of a little late to have this conversation, right? Or the expectation that somebody is not going to be emotionally involved here. So I feel like there was a bit of, someone that was kind of acting on their own, doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Acting for their best interest as well. All right. Under the deck, look at that. 8 of Pentacles here, you guys. Clearly, this is an energy of someone who's focused on what they got going on right now. They're either their job, they're making money, something that they're trying to do for themselves, whatever it is, it's very self-motivated, and this person is focused on their needs and what they got going on. They are standing up for themselves right now, and they don't want any strings attached, and that's just the way it is. Yeah. Their time and their energy is, focused on what they have going on right now. All right. So with too late, we got 2 cards. The King of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And this is an energy of, listen, this is someone who, is settled down. This is perhaps someone who's ready to get married. Someone's ready to settle down. But at the same time, we have that 2 of Pentacles. So there's an energy of feeling safe, but, kind of things are up in the air. Right? Things are up in the air. It's too late to start talking about commitment. You know what I mean? It's like after the fact. You know what I'm saying? So there's this energy of, wow, it's too late to like really have this conversation. But this has already happened here. Underneath the deck, the first card we have is the Emperor. So this also giving me committed vibes, marriage. Okay, someone who is seeing themselves as settled or seeing themselves as settling down perhaps with this person, right? So looking at this person as a potential partner, but also wanting to hold on to this person in this aspect, right? Wanting to hold on to this feeling of security, right, with this person. And we have the 9 of Wands. This is also an energy of someone who is kind of digging their feet in the sand, and they're like, I'm in it to win it. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm going to, I'm sticking around. I'm sticking this one out. I see this person as being someone that, I can be with for a long time, or, I see myself with this person. Okay, so that's pretty much that. But there's an energy of feeling like it's too late. So also under the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. So this is all about stability, y'all. This is all about having some sort of a secure foundation. Perhaps this person, you see this person is very stable. This may be somebody who is very financially, doing what they need to do. That's exactly what I see this person as being: a business owner, someone who is handling their business, right? Also somebody who is working on becoming very stable so that they can take care of a family. So maybe this person isn't quite ready to settle down, but they're working on that, right? And listen, it's all good to, be like, okay, I feel like this is my potential person, but you need to know that this person is also looking for that. And you also need to create boundaries before you get emotionally or physically involved, you know, because you can find yourself being disappointed when this person is not ready, right, to do what you want to do. They're not ready to settle down. They're not ready to have a family yet. I'm seeing with drinking, toxic lifestyle, this person is still kind of having fun, doing their thing, okay? Doing their thing. So let's see what came with this. So look, we got the World and the Ace of Pentacles. To clarify drinking and toxic lifestyle, the World and Ace of Pentacles. This is an energy of an end of a cycle. So I feel like somebody is now throwing in their party towel. This is what I'm getting. I'm getting an energy of somebody is ready to turn over a new leaf. They want something completely new, something different. This is someone who's looking for something that is going to grow. The Ace of Pentacles is not meant to stay an ace. You see the Ten of Pentacles here. You see the Four of Wands here, right? This person is wanting commitment and they're wanting stability and they're wanting all of it. You know what I mean? They want a foundation that they can rest on. You know what I mean? So this person is willing to give up this toxic situation to settle down, baby. They are ready to turn it in. And this is also an energy of ending a cycle. I'm sorry about that. Let me fix the camera. This is also an energy of ending a cycle of just changing their character, right? Just changing their character and the way people look at them. So under the deck here, look at this. Just look. The Hanged Woman. Okay. In this deck, their feminine energy is the main energy, okay, is the dominant energy in this deck. All right, is feminine. So we have the Hanged Woman, okay? So again, that Hanged Woman is already saying, wow, I don't want to get left behind. You know what I'm saying? This person wants this connection to grow into something long term and long lasting. They are not wanting to lose this person, but they are feeling like they just got left behind here. What I'm getting is that this person with mirroring here, it's almost like they've met their match. That is the energy that I initially got when I saw this card. It's like, oh, they're looking in the mirror. Oh, they're seeing a reflection of themselves. And I don't think that they like it. With feeling like ish here, I don't think that they were ready for this. Okay. So let's clarify mirroring here. So speaking of I wasn't ready, first card out, the Knight of Wands. We got 3 cards, by the way. The Knight of Wands, and we got the Sun. So listen, when I tell you that this person, not only did they see themselves when they looked in the mirror, but they saw the truth in themselves. Do you know what I mean? And whether or not they liked it, listen, not our problem. But with that Four of Pentacles, this is giving me an energy of somebody who's feeling kind of vulnerable, kind of insecure, right? This is also an energy of somebody who is wanting to hold on to a situation. It's like they're seeing this and they're like, wait a minute, I'm not going to let this person go, right? But with this Knight of Wands, this is a very rebellious energy, right? So again, I'm getting an energy of this Knight of Wands with this Sun here is seeing what they're seeing is their match. They're seeing their match. They have met their match. That Four of Pentacles here. And they're not wanting to lose this. They're wanting to hold on at all costs. This really threw me out and I almost fell out of my chair. Under the deck, bam, Queen of Wands. Now, when I tell you, when I saw this, I was like, ooh, wow. So the Queen of Wands, I don't know which Sagittarius you are. I don't know if you're the Queen of Wands energy or the Knight of Wands. Once again, I don't know where you fall into this situation, take how it resonates. But I feel like this Queen of Wands is no joke here. This Queen of Wands is not playing any games, okay? They are not playing this. This Knight of Wands has met their match, and here she is. This Queen of Wands is confident. This Queen of Wands is also knows what she wants, right? Knows what she wants, and she's confident doing things on her own. But I also feel like things have softened for this Queen of Wands. But look, we have the Hermit here. This Hermit is telling me we have the Hermit and we have the Nine of Swords. All of this under the deck. So this is telling me, first of all, that this Queen of Wands is confident, sure of where they're going. And with that Hermit, they're taking a step back because they're trying to determine where they fall in when it comes to being in a connection, in a relationship. They, have taken the time to maybe build their fortune, work, whatever it is that they needed to do to solidify this stability in their life. But now they're trying to determine, where do I fit in and who am I going to be with? And they want to be with someone that matches their energy as well. With that Nine of Swords is telling me that, I'm telling you, it's like Sagittarius. I think that you are getting a run for your money. I feel like maybe you've met your match with this Queen of Wands. Okay. And I feel like that Nine of Swords energy is just you feeling like, wow, I can't believe that, I'm going through this. You know what I mean? You really, really are having the chemistry for this person, a lot of passion, a lot of feelings for this person, but they are playing hard to get is what I'm getting. They are playing hard to get. So let's go ahead and move on. Okay, to the recent past. Okay, the lessons you've learned in the recent past, and this is going to really throw you guys for a loop here. So we're going to start off with the oracle messages, of course. And the way I started doing it was 2 by 2 because of time. And I was like, let's go ahead and clarify these 2 at a time. But I'll go ahead and show you all the cards first. And I did it in 4s for a reason. So we're going to line these cards up with the original oracle messages to see how they fall in line with the message. Okay. Everything is, that's the way I do things. So that's the way my readings are. They line up. I try to get things to line up so that they make sense, and also so that they clarify things even further, and it edifies the message for you guys. Okay. It's like, wow, yeah, that's exactly what it means. Wow, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. And sometimes things. So starting off with the messages here. And this is, again, the recent lessons, the lessons that you've learned in the recent past. So we have the heat between us is intense. That was the first card. Okay. And that's interesting with the heat between us is intense. And look, the first card here was no strings attached, right? So I'm getting an energy of the cart before the horse, right? You did all these things. There's all this passion, right? Ace of Wands and then the record scratches, right? You're putting the brakes on it. So look, the next card is emotions overwhelm me, which falls right in line with too late, right? It's like too late to be talking about how many emotions you're having or how you're feeling or, how you feel now, because it's like we didn't talk about feelings before. We just acted on them. Ooh, y'all, ears are ringing. Ears are starting to wake up here. Okay. And my ears rang throughout this entire message, you guys. All right. So that's just, you guys, when my ears ring, that is Spirit's way of letting me know I'm on the right track. So, and that's my spirit guides kind of like telling me this is it. This is it. This is it. So, yeah, emotions overwhelm. Person is in their feelings. Like I said, heavy in their feelings. Okay. Feeling some type of way. All right. And these feelings aren't being necessarily reciprocated in the open because you've got this Queen of Wands that's playing hard to get. See what I'm saying? So moving on, the next, don't put up with my BS. See, don't put up with my BS. And I kind of feel like this is the energy of you speaking in first person. It's almost like this Queen of Wands does not put up with my BS. You know what I'm saying? I have met my match. See, with mirroring. The next card is smecks with you. Uh-oh. Let me cover that word up. Smecks with you. Okay. Again, that Queen of Wands and that Knight of Wands, they have merged and done the thing. And now it's like everybody is now wanting to go backwards after you've already done the deal. But it's like, you know what? I'm part of this is partly my problem too. I didn't create the proper boundaries. I was just as toxic as you were in the situation. So we're going to combine these now. All right. Because we're going to now clarify these together. So the heat between us is intense and emotions overwhelm me. This is so first for the heat between us is intense and emotions overwhelm me. We got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse with the moon in the reverse, you guys. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse with the moon in the reverse. Okay. So this here is an energy of now. It's almost like that Seven of Pentacles is someone who's patient. They're waiting, right? Waiting for their rewards. They're waiting for things to progress, right? They're being patient. But you guys weren't impatient. You put the cart before the horse here, right? That's the Seven of Pentacles, impatient. And now with that moon under the deck here, this moon energy under the deck, this is all about emotions, right? Being confused, having all these feelings, not knowing what the other person is feeling or wanting, but it's kind of a risk you took, right? By putting the cart before the horse. That's what happens, Sag. Okay? That is what happens, Sag. Be careful. Okay? So yeah. You could also be dealing with the Pisces or water sign. Let's keep going. So with don't put up with my BS and smacks with you. This is what we have. 3 cards. The Star, the Page of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. So this is also giving me an energy of, listen, I feel like this person is divinely guided to their karmic. Like you are meeting your karmic partner that's going to teach you a karmic lesson. And whether or not you learn this lesson and are able to come back together again and turn this into a soulmate situation will be between you and this person. And I feel like more between you, because I feel like this person is confident. They know what they want, but they're looking for you to prove something to them. See, this Page of Swords is also about information and asking questions, curious, wanting to see something, right? That Star is also about being divinely guided, wanting to see something, being shown, being led. And then we have the 3 of Swords. This is all about trauma. This is about loss. This is also that 3 of Swords also refers to like stress, okay, tension, right? How do you deal with separation? How are you dealing with this person telling you no? And I feel like this person is wanting to see what type of person you are. Are you confident? Are you able to be told no? Or are you, the person that has to, prove something through emotions, which is what you did going in. So maybe this person is afraid that you're going to do that with everybody. Maybe they were, just doing them, and maybe they're worried that you're just going to do this too, and you're not going to change and have more boundaries, right? It's all about boundaries and being sure of what the other person's boundaries are. Okay. You met your match, Sag. I'm going to relight this instance here and we will finish it out. You met your match, but under the deck here, let's look at this energy. We have I am blocked, okay, and I am stuck in visions of the 2 of us together. See what I'm saying? You have met your match. This person has put that hermit energy on you, and they're making you work for it, or they're making you wonder. Okay. Or it may even be an energy where you just may even have to give up and move on with life and do better the next time. But this person wants to see how you handle things. Now, the next card under this deck here is we have, what do you see in me? And we have, I'm scared of rejection, right? You've triggered me as the next one, and childhood trauma. See, trauma and triggers. It's all about how you're going to deal with these triggers and trauma. How are you dealing with being told no? Are you able to be patient and wait? Are you able to work on yourself and change and do what you need to do? Are you able to change your approach? And, maybe we can do things like grown-ups and come back to the table and have a conversation, right? But you can't have expectations after the fact. I feel like that's the case here. You need to start doing this. Okay. So from these lessons that you've learned in the recent past, under the deck, y'all, under the deck, look, we have the Two of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So once again, I'm telling you, this is a game changer. Knight of Swords is all about coming in and going in a different direction. Somebody who's rushing in and fixing the way that they handle relationships, the way they come into the situation, right? Now we're going to handle this Two of Cups a whole lot different going forward. That's the whole deal, y'all. That is the lesson. So now what is the goal? How are you going to move forward due to the lessons that you've learned? How are you moving forward? So we have, let's pull these over here. We have sunglasses. Look at that. Focusing out, y'all. Focusing out. It even says focusing out here. And sunglasses, like this is, y'all. And I'm telling you, and this is how you're moving forward. You are now putting glasses on because you're looking out further. You're seeing the bigger picture. You're like, okay, what do I want 2 weeks from now? Do I just want to sleep with this person like now? Because do I want to have something more, meaningful with this person? How am I going to act? Right? Photograph. Okay. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Making new memories. Looking at your photos. This is all about doing things differently, right? Looking out. How are things going to be in the future if I change up how I'm doing things now, right? Making new memories, getting this person to see you in a new lens, y'all. Look at that. Sunglasses. Getting this person to see you differently, right? You want this person to look at you in a better way, right? You want them to be able to trust you. And then next we got the Chaser and we got Palm Tree. Interesting. Because now we have this energy of someone who appears to be chasing, but we have Palm Tree. The palm tree is the epitome of stability. Palm trees, if you notice, when they're in a storm, they can literally bow all the way down to the ground and come right back up, right? They're very flexible and sturdy in times of trauma, which means that they're not going to go anywhere, which means that this person is not going to have to worry about being abandoned, right? When things get tough or rough, right? Okay, they're going to know that they're in a relationship with someone who's stable, not that they're in a relationship with someone who's codependent and has abandonment issues and is going to leave and run off. Okay. So that you're moving towards a situation where you're not afraid, you're not chasing, you're just being that stable energy. You're working on yourself, you're being what it is that you want. Okay. Hello. And now, drum roll, because the first card out for sunglasses and polygraph, Lord, photograph. I guess it could be a polygraph too, but sunglasses and photograph. We got the freaking Six of Cups. This is the memory card, you guys. And doesn't this say make new memories? It really does. And this is all about, listen, we're going to, and it's also about good vibes. See, we're celebrating. We're clinking glasses together. Okay? We're coming together. right? There was a separation with the Four of Cups, but the Two of Cups is coming together, and we're making new memories now. And with that Three of Pentacles underneath the deck, this is all about coming together in a positive way. And also there's an energy of that Two of Pentacles, time and energy, but it's also reflective of, getting advice, right? Talking, maybe even going to counseling, right? But there's all about growth, okay? This is beautiful, and change. So with the Chaser and the Palm Tree, we got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. This is all about standing on your own, being independent, being stable. Didn't I say this? You don't have to chase anyone when you're sitting in Nine of Pentacles energy, right? There's an energy of learning how to be stable, learning how to be, independent and stable within your own right. And that's going to be the best foundation you can look at in a connection. Now, under the deck, you guys, we had healing heart. So again, I feel like both of you all are in the process of healing. This talks about healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction, right? So you both are healing from this toxic form of putting the cart before the horse, having all these, expectations that, are unhealthy and not reasonable, right? Karmic relationship. You are healing this karmic relationship. And then we have Hand of Cards, right? And ascending. See, there's an energy of somebody who is actually ascending. This person is ascending, but they're not necessarily showing their hand while they're doing it. They're just doing it, right? You are just doing it. That's all about that Nine of Pentacles, y'all. And under the deck, you guys, Page of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the King of Swords. This is someone who is not just ascending. This is someone who is literally showing the world, or showing you, or you showing your person that you can be counted on. You're reliable, right? King of Wands, you can plan on a future, and not just any future. With the King of Swords, one that is righteous and just, one that is rooted in this ice, solidarity. They're not moving. They can't be moved, right? They know that they're moving in the right direction, right? That is beautiful. And I know the Queen of Wands wants someone that's not just a player. They want a king. The Queen wants a king. See, now you have a true soul tie. That's how I know that this is a true soul connection and not just a twin flame energy here, y'all. So there's that. So now let's look to see what the challenges are. The obstacles, and the challenges. So unavailable, laughter. I'm not able to be in a relationship right now. We can hang out, but I can't give you more. And then laughter. Nobody makes me laugh the way you do, right? So this is the challenge. This is the challenge, Sag. Like, you find happiness, you find, connection with this person. You find a true soulmate in this person. But you've had to have the brakes put on. You've had this person put a stop sign up, even after sharing with you that they were with you, right? And that it was almost like a match made in heaven, but now they're putting up the brakes. This is a challenge. The next card we got was Super Like in the reverse and Perfect Match in the reverse, right? So It says there's something different about you. You really stand out from the crowd, and I want to know you more. And this is in the reverse. It's like you want to get to know this person more, but you're not able to. They have put the brakes on things. You are having to deal with this. You're having to stand on your own and really, really realize where you went wrong here. And we've got perfect match in the reverse with the heart with the key. That's interesting. It still blows my mind how perfect we are together. It's as if we're made for each other. But this is in the reverse. Again, this seems like it's your soulmate. You really like this person, but they're not reciprocating. They're not telling you how they feel, and it's driving you insane. Now, what's under the deck interests me and intrigues me the most. Responsible is the first card. So, this being the obstacle and the challenge. This being the obstacle and the challenge. Responsible, we've got family, but under that, we have soulmate and we have love. So, what I'm seeing here is again, this person wants to know that they want to know they can count on you. They want to know that you're family oriented, that you're ready to be a family with them. First of all, your soulmate and love, like, that is what's going to open the door to this person's feelings, right? That's what's going to get them to reciprocate their energy. It's just knowing that they can trust you. And now, what the cards that we got to clarify, we got the Page of Wands. This is an energy of somebody taking a risk, right? Taking action and then thinking about it afterwards, right? But this person wants to be confident before they do that. And what's under the deck is the King of Cups, right? It's all about knowing that this person is devoted to you before you can just jump out there and take a risk and start, doing things and all of that, being sure, right? So that's the challenge, is having to go through this separation from this person that you really, really want to be devoted to after you've already taken all this action and done all the things, right? Now you're having to wait, right? Now the card is sitting there, y'all, and it's all about, can you handle it? So let's go ahead and look to see. We saw the challenges. What is the advice? So we got electric, and I just pulled random cards for the advice, you guys. And we got electric euphoria was the first one. It says, seek moments of bliss. Engage in an activity that brings you pure joy and allows you to escape from daily stress. So in other words, don't sit here and stress out and worry about whether or not this person's responding to you. Handle your own business. Be happy in the things that make you happy day to day. Show this person that you are able to make yourself happy, that, you don't have to just jump from one connection to another to try to get some sort of confirmation, right? There's an energy of being confident that your person is confident. You get it? There's no feeling like that. It is such an amazing, safe place to be, to know that your person is confident, okay? And that they don't need to have anyone else prove anything. So look, we have give your relationship a chance. See, there's an energy of, you know what? Allow this thing to work itself out. Just be you, just do you, just be respectful, handle your business, work on bettering yourself, and this person is going to magnetically be drawn back to you. Next, we have love affair coming through. Interesting. Dirty little secrets, smacks, fix, and down low. This person wants to be sure they're not just a secret. I'm telling you right now, that is the advice. And then we have number 7. Okay, listen, message. This is a divine message from Spirit, and I did just ask that this is the advice, you guys. So for this to be spiritual advice, and we got 7 and message, this is a divine message. This is you guys of our message that I'm doing right now. And I love the way the Spirit really does this for me. And you guys, so that's how these messages are on point when I bring them, because Spirit will show you. They will all come together and flow. Just give my messages a chance, you guys. They're a slow burn, but it gives you so much information and background into your situations here. So I would definitely want to have all the details in the world. And what's even more beautiful, the very last card we got, number 25. That is also a 7. And it says romance. Y'all, this is the most beautiful thing. Spiritual, and we have romance. It says, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. See, there's the energy of show this person that you are stable. That 10 of Pentacles, show this person that you are stable. The 4 of Wands, show this person that you are committed. The Emperor, show this person that you are protective and reliable. The King of Pentacles. Do you see? Hello. And let's clarify with the tarot messages, of course. 2 of Swords and the Hierophant. This is an energy of hidden information, but there's an energy of seeing through the veil, right? If you look in the traditional Rider-Waite, the 2 of Swords is someone that has a veil over their eyes, but it's see-through, right? And they're holding 2 swords. So they're making a decision with information that typically others don't have. See? Hierophant, changing this person's mind, elevating, ascension, having a new thought process, looking at this person in a new way, having new memories. Hello. Do you see how this is coming full circle? So there's an energy of everything is new. And why? Under the deck, we have the 7 of Wands, because you have done what you needed to do to protect your territory, to guard those that you love, to make them feel safe, right? And look, the Chariot, okay? This is moving forward, all right? This is success. This is you reaching your goals. This is how you're going to get and win in this relationship or with this person. See, 6 of Pentacles. And that's going to be by really showing them all the personal attention and time that you can give them. That's what it said here. It literally did. Personal, here it is with the romance card. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Isn't that what this means? Right? And forward. Now, let's look at the near and distant future energy. Very beautiful reading, you guys. Near and distant future energy. And we got, for the near future, we got persist, right? Don't give up. That's what it's saying. May your ripples build the swell. The ripples are only making you stronger. These little bitty ripples that you're experiencing now are getting you ready for the wave that you're about to experience, right? It is coming. Please wait. The wave is coming. That's what it's saying. These are just showing you what it's going to be like. And then we've got powerful, right? It's preparing you. This is the distant future card that we pulled. Powerful. It says, may you be as patient or potent. I'm sorry. It looks like patient. May you be as patient and potent as the ocean. Hello. The ocean does wait. The ocean is patient and powerful. Y'all, this message is beautiful. So for future oracle messages, I just randomly pulled some. So let's see what we got. First card out. Oh, I'm sorry. First card out was this. Forgiveness heals. It says time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness, right? So don't hold on to any repressed, anger or animosity towards someone because they left you. You know what I mean? This person wasn't ready. You were both in that, Page of Wands and Queen of Wands energy. You both weren't ready to settle down. You were both being in a toxic situation. No boundaries were laid. Everything was unclear, right? So, yeah. Don't hold on to animosity. Just move on because it's going to block you from being happy. Next, we have number 23, which represents 5, which represents change. Is the see through, and do you see sunglasses here? Again, see through the perfectly purple lens of your authentic destiny or your galactic destiny. And purple represents royalty and divine. So, again, seeing your divine destiny is what I'm getting. Your divine destiny, looking forward, okay? Not holding on to things from the past. This is also purple, if y'all can see the purple hue on this gemstone card, right? So this is topaz, by the way, which is purple. Kind of similar to this, okay? But yes, seeing through the perfectly purple lens of your galactic destiny. That is beautiful, right? And that is how things are going to change. You having a whole different attitude, being confident. Don't even get upset about this person being in hermit mode. They have a right to be. You were, right? You were. See how that works out? And then we have, the next one. I'm sorry, I'm out of order here. Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So again, there's an energy of longing for home, longing for stability, longing to have that connection, that 2 of cups, longing for your soulmate, right? And look, but we have this happening first. Number 43, which is 7, also divine shadow work. This is shadow, divine shadow work. You are going through this divine shadow work right now. It's necessary. And why? Help is the last card here, number 2. So in order for you to have help from a spiritual realm, you're going to have to be able to do the shadow work first. Spirit wants you to do this. It is necessary, right? And clear that everything out that needs to be cleared out from your own situation. And then you can look for that 2 of cups for your helpmeet. What a beautiful reading, Sag. I love you guys so much. Please help me promote this video by hitting that like button and sharing this message. Please, please, and thank you. I love you guys so much. And I will see you back shortly with Capricorn coming up next. And there will be more messages at the end of all of the signs. I will be doing some collective love bombs and career and singles readings. So please stay tuned for other messages up all the way through the end of the month, you guys. I love you, and let's get to 100 subscribers before April. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.